Hi, this is Abe Wilson. That ain't even tells it like a TIL. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Marriage and Medicine, Season 1, Episode 11. Season 11, Episode 1 and 2. Episode 1 was, guess who was coming to the Whitney. Uh, it started off It started off with Dr. Jackike visiting one of her patients, and she was asking her how she was doing and stuff like that. And the patient told her she was doing fine, and she asked her what she was doing, the exercise that she told her to do. She said she was walking. She said, "What about your relationship with your husband?" She said, "I don't touch that man. I'm pregnant." Then switch to the next scene. And the next scene was Phaedra riding in that car. I think it was Dylan. I think it was either Dylan or one of her sons. But anyway, she was asking him out of all the trips that they've been to, I guess for the summer, which trip did he like the best? He said he liked it going to Japan. He said, yeah, he liked all the different stuff and all the different things that, that was in Japan, all the different sites and stuff. He said, oh, you like Japan. Then switch to the next scene, and the next scene was Toya in the kitchen cooking, and Eugene had woke up and she came in, and he said, "What you doing?" She said, "I'm cooking." And he said, "What?" She said, "What you want to eat, Eugene?" I didn't already ate. She got a kiki laughing. We already know what he was talking about. So they didn't. To me, that was a filler scene. They didn't have to put that scene in, and they could have skipped on to the next scene. And so the next scene was Dr. G and Sweet Tea going to the restaurant to eat lunch. And as they were driving up, he said, Sweet Tea, how did you find this place? She said, TikTok. Say TikTok. She said, yeah, I've been going on TikTok, eating restaurant and stuff. So they went there and sat down and stuff. And went there and sat down for lunch and stuff like that. And then she was saying, ooh, look at that. That's a cute family over there. He said, yeah. She said, we might be having one of them soon. He said, I hope so. And she was saying, yeah. And she was saying, yeah, I hope to have one of them soon. He said, yeah. I'm gonna work that Indio Demetrius out of here. She said, you very smart, but you silly and stuff like that. Got to laugh and kick in, and then switch to the next scene. And the next scene was uh, 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 um, heavily going. No, next scene was Simone and Doctor and Simone and Cecil talking about the Whitley, and she was saying, Cecil, I got almost everything together. I got the bartender. I already booked the bartender. I already got the DJ, and I already got the place that we're gonna have the Whitley get. And he said, "Oh, you got." He said, "Oh, you got everything all together." She said, "I told you I was gonna have everything together for our anniversary. I told you." And so he said, did you, he said, what about the ladies? Did you invite any of the ladies? She said, I invite the ladies who are my friends. The lady who your friend. He said, what about Quad? She said, and she said in her confession, she said after reunion, her and Quad had made up and everything was together. But she said Quad let strangers hype her up on social media and said that Simone should be the one to apologize to her. And she after that, what you call distance herself. And she told sister, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? He said, she the one distance herself from me, listening to social media. He said, but you're not gonna invite Quad? She said, no. She said, no. And she said, I know Quad is your favorite and stuff like that, but I'm not inviting him. He said, but but you don't want to try to work things out with Quad and stuff. She said, like I said, Quad has to call me. And then they switched to the next scene. And the next scene was Dr. Heavenly going over to Quad's house. And just as she was getting out the car, she had the flowers in her hand, and the flowers dropped out of her hand, and the vase fell on the floor. She was trying to pick it up and stuff. So she came and rang the doorbell. The Quad opened the door, and she said, "Ooh, Quad, here goes some flowers." Quad said, "You gonna bring me some flowers without a vase?" She said, "The vase broke. I'll pick it up later. Let's come on in." She said, "Okay, okay." She put the flowers down her own little vase. She said, "Ooh, the nice smell good." You say, How do you feel, Quad, with everything that's been going on and stuff? And Quad said, I feel hurt. I feel hurt. She said, yeah, you feel hurt? She said, yeah, after the reunion, I feel hurt because of what Simone did and stuff like that. And then Dr. Hibbs gonna say, Quad, what is? After I went home and thought about it and reflected, I said, we all did you bad. We all did you wrong. And that's why I'm coming over here to apologize. I'm sorry for any involvement that I have in what happened to you last year. And I'm sorry. Nobody should be going through it. And she said, yeah. She said, yeah, I thought me and Simone was better than that. I thought me and Simone was better than that. And Heaven said, well, after I thought about it and I looked at it, Simone do owe you an apology because she shouldn't have said that to you or told you that about, about her stuff with her niece. And then so she said, Heaven said, have you heard from Simone lately? Quad said, no. Simone hadn't called me and I hadn't called her. And she said, are you ready to work on your relationship? And she said in her confession, she said, I know I done some stuff to all of these ladies at one time, but they also have done stuff to me and done something on their own. So I switched to the next scene. I switched to the next scene, and the next scene was Dr. Jackike seeing another patient, but it was Cash Doll this time. She said, yeah, I know a lot of people know her as Cash Doll, but I know her as, I don't know, it was Audrey, yeah, no, it's Audrey or something like that. And so she was telling the catch dog, you ready for the baby to come? She said, I'm ready for it. Yeah, I'm ready for it to come out. She said, well, she only got a few more weeks. She said, yeah, she need to come on out. He said, what are you doing? She said, right after that, I got to do a video. And she said, oh, you got new music coming out. You already got a song about stitches. She said, yeah, and they kind of laughed and kikied that out. And then uh, next thing you know, everybody was getting ready for the freaking, and then they showed a clip-in scene where Cecil had told Quad that they was having a 20 I guess a 25th anniversary of something of with Nick, and he was saying that he wanted her to come and stuff like that. She said, "Oh, okay, I'm coming," and so everybody was getting ready. And they showed Dr. Jackike and Heavenly trying to try on stuff. And Dr. Jackson, oh, that's not right. That's not right for you, Heavenly. Oh, that's not right. And then she had Heavenly with some kind of blonde wig with a big old furry hat. And I was saying, Heavenly, you should have picked out your own stuff because Dr. Jackson picked out that suit. That suit wasn't about nothing. And then so everybody showed up to a picnic. First it was, I think first it was Heavenly. I think it was Heavenly and Jackie and her husband and Damon. And then next came Phaedra with her stuff, and then not last but not least was Contessa and Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg. They all looked good in their suits. To me, everybody looked good in their stuff except for Heavenly. Dr. Jackie's stuff was okay. She had kind of mild conservative stuff, and she was talking about, I looked like, ooh, and I looked at her, ooh, I know I had good fun back in there, but don't tell my mom, because you would tell Dr. Jack is one of the people that want to keep a certain image. But anyway, everybody was having a good time and stuff like that. And so when Contessa came, here come Dr. Heaven talking about, I got two of them. I got two of them. I got two of these ladies ready to beat my butt. Beat my butt. I say, yeah, because you always start miss Heaven. You should be kind of scared or something. And so of course, I say, ain't nothing gonna happen here. They ain't not gonna do nothing here. I ain't gonna let them. And so he come on. Next thing the choir showed up late. And then when she got out the car, hey, hey. And then Simone was in the middle of her speech and she said, oh, we have an uninvited guest. I'm hoping everybody have a good time. And so everybody did have a good time. And so when Contessa came, Kawhi came on, hey, hi, Contessa. She started hugging Contessa and everything. Contessa said, yeah. And then here come Harry. How you doing, Contessa? Contessa said in the confession, I went on and spoke to Heavenly, but Heavenly know we ain't cool like that. I said, yeah, y'all sure ain't cool like that. And I said, Heavenly, she a mess. And this thing, they was all over there talking. And next thing you know, Faith was over there talking with the rest of them. And next thing you know, at the corner of her eye, Heavenly saw Sweet Tea over there talking to Damon. She gonna go run over there and stuff. And Sweet Tea said, Damon, I didn't say that. I didn't say that about you. She said what happened. Heavenly told me that she kind of believed Mariah when Mariah said that she had receipts on you cheating. So all I did was repeat was some what all I did was repeated what Heavenly had told me or what somebody had said. And so and so and so and so he said, Greg, your wife don't know me, but you know me, you know my character, you know I wouldn't do nothing like that. He said, but like I said, you need to check your wife. He said, I have nothing to do with my wife and your wife beefing. That's them, that's the lady. He said, when she brought me into a time I'm not respected in the community and stuff like that. Nobody, he said, yeah, then damn it. Well, the only reason why Heavenly said that stuff about you, because you said that, she said that stuff about me cheating. And he was saying, but like I said, I had nothing to do with that and stuff. He said, and then he said that affects business relationship. And you, Dr. Damon, you gonna let what Heavenly say, what does that respect our business relationship? You're supposed to be concerned about the person. He said, I am concerned about the person. And Heavenly came over there. What's going on? What's going on? And he said, well, Sweet Tea was trying to tell me that she only repeated what somebody told her, and I told her that Greg knew me. Greg knew my character. She gonna say, that's just like a bee to come up and talk to my man, talk to my son. She said, look, you said one more thing about me, and she was saying, yeah, that's why you can. And then you said that stuff about my mama. She said, I apologize to you, Heavenly. I didn't know your mama had passed away. Yeah, that's why your mama wanted to beat me up. And then she said, Heavenly, you say one more negative thing, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna have, I think she said have a cease and desist or something. And they said, oh no, oh, no. And then here come, and then Contessa said, oh, what's going on over there? What's going on over there? I said, oh, and then Phaedra went over there. Come on, sweetie, come on, sweetie. After they kept on going back and forth, and then the show ended. That was episode 1. Episode 2, episode 2 started out with everybody talking about what was going on and stuff. And so Simone was Simone said, I know Cecil said to Simone, are you finally up? She said, yeah. She said, I had a good time at the picnic, but I don't know what happened. Maybe because I was drinking too much. She said, I feel real bad. I feel sick. And she said, he said, you know what? After that tequila man left, I want to spice up the drinks a little bit. Said spice up the drinks a little bit. He said, yeah, add a little warmness and more stuff. He said, ooh, that's why my stomach is turned over and doing all these flips and stuff. And he was saying, and she was saying, what do you think about Quad showing up? Quad always do a show up at people's events and be late and stuff like that. He said, well, uh, I gotta tell you something about that. He said, I secretly invited Cora. Secretly, he said, I don't know if I would have told you, you would you wouldn't have let it happen. You would snatch my head off. I wasn't gonna do that. I was trying to mince the fish. She said, trying to mince the fish. She said, yeah. She said, I ain't gonna be able to do nothing with me feeling bad, my stomach rumbling like this. And then he said, that's why I wanted, he said, but I know the Freaknik was going to be the place to do, but I was saying it was a start. She said, what is, Quad know what she has to do. She let strangers and other people tell her what to do and blow her head up because we was good at the way you and then she just said, why come you can, Heavenly can do stuff to you and you can forgive Heavenly. She said, me and Heavenly have a love-hate relationship and we know what's going on. And she said, one thing about Heavenly will call me or Heavenly will come over and try to work it out. Quad don't do that. She just ghosts me. She doesn't. And so he said, you did the same thing with Jackie. When you and Jackie had that issue and had that dispute, she said, but Jackie called. He said, but you didn't want to talk to Jackie at first, but at least she did call. Cora don't even do that. Cora doing the same old stuff she did. And she said, sister, what it is, me and Cora have that conversation. We can't have that conversation right now. Then she left and went to the restroom or whatever. But like I said, I don't like people who try to force relationships on other people. Let them work it out themselves. I mean, like she said, you like Court, that's fine. But if her and Court still having problems, let her and Court work their problems out by themselves. See, so y'all men need to stay out of stuff. That's how stuff get all messed up. But anyway, back to the next scene. The next scene was the next scene was a car riding in a car with the people that she paid. She gave an invitation to Dr. Jackike first, and then they went to Simone's office and said, "Oh, Queen Quad from Paris. She wants you to come to her Paris event." She said, "Oh, Queen Quad." She said, "Oh, let me go out here and see." So Simone said, "Okay, Quad, I like it." She was in that. She was in that big old. Uh, and look at the limousine, a big old limousine. She was waving at the front of the window and stuff. And then they finally went to that yeah, before that, uh uh Greg and Sweet Tea was riding in the car, and they were saying that Sweet Tea didn't know how to swim, and so they was going over to Phaedra house, and Phaedra gonna teach you how to swim. And so Phaedra opened the door for them and said, "Oh, y'all come in." And Phaedra came in with a bikini, with a red and white bikini suit, and she had a little vest over the top of it. And I think it was Aiden in the pool swimming. He was out in the pool swimming. She said, "Oh, you got a nice house. I like your pool. You like your pool." And she said, "What do you know how to do, sweetie? Do you know how to backpedal? Do you know how to pedal?" She said, "Yeah." But you know, I'm kind of scared of water. She said, "You don't have to be scared of water." So you got a whole life vest. She said, "You ain't got the Dr. Greg sent a launch. You ain't got a whole life vest, but you got to be scared of. Just go get in the water." Baby said in a confession, "Dr. Greg, you need to be quiet. Trying to be trying to be a back end quarterback. I got this." And so she started. She was holding Sweet Tea while Sweet Tea was paddling her legs and kicking her legs, stuff like that. And so she said, "Okay, you're doing good right here, Sweet Tea." And then her confession, Phaedra said that when she was in college, she was a lifeguard and she learned how to swim and she did all that stuff. So she know how to teach people how to swim. And so she said, "Aiden, go ahead on and finish helping Sweet Tea. I'm gonna go over here and talk to Greg." So she wanted to talk to Greg. She said, "Greg, how you doing?" Greg said, "I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right." She said, "Greg, what do you think about the stuff that went on?" He said, "Like I told Damon." She said, "What happened? What happened?" And she said, "Well," he said, I told Damon I had nothing to do with what Sweet Tea and Heavenly was talking about, but she brought me into it. She said negative stuff about me that could, that could affect my business." And Damon, and then Damon looking at me and stuff, and I was telling him he need to check his wife. And she said, and he said, "Yeah, about that tweet she said about you." She said, "Yeah, that could have helped my." She said, "Greg, we gotta protect you at all costs." He said, "Yeah, that's right." And then switch to the next scene. And like I said, it went to where Sweet Tea was over there visiting contestant. Her contestant was playing pool. And contestant said, "Ooh, I see I'm not the only one bad at pool." She said, "Yeah." She said, "What has been going on with you and Heaven?" She said, "All this stuff is social media and pool." She said, "Yeah, like a YouTube channel." She said, "Yeah, just like she did me the same way." Contestant was saying, she said, "Yeah." She says, "Like she's obsessed with me. She been talking negative to me out." She showed her what she said with Carlos King and all that kind of stuff. And then the doorbell ring. And then after the doorbell ring, that's when they brought the invitations with Quad and stuff like that. And contestant went out there and hugged Quad in the car. And she said, "Sweet Tea in there." Sweet Tea was looking out there. She said, "Sweet Tea is in there. You ain't gonna invite her?" She said, "Oh, I got to go." She sped off in the car. And I was saying, "Girl, you and your fake stuff, you didn't want to invite Sweet Tea and stuff like that, but you wouldn't have ruined that girl's almost ruined that girl's bachelorette party last year and stuff like that." I used to really like Cora, but all this fakery that she doing now just to keep a storyline, it's getting on my nerves. But anyway, it happened where she had her birthday party. Everybody was coming to her birthday party. All the ladies showed up and stuff. And they were saying, "Kawhi said she got a surprise. She got a surprise." I said, "What's the surprise?" They said, and Kevin said, "Is she gonna let us meet a new man?" And then Toya said, "Well, I hope so." And then so and then so Dr. Jackike said, "Well, it might not even be that." Phaedra said, you think Quad been secretly all this time and don't have a man in the background?" Who said that was she said in her confession. She said, "I already know that." Next thing you know, that Quad was out there having a birthday party, and she was talking to everybody, had that crown on her head and that white thing. And then when she got down, she told me she thanked all the people for coming. And then there was a man walking in the door, and they said, "Oh, that," and they said, "Oh, that's him right there." And then they said, "I don't know." So let's go over there and ask him. So Heavenly went over and asked him, "You Quad's man?" And man said, "No, I'm not Quad's man, but I'm his friend." And then they were saying, "Well, who all paid this?" And so they asked the lady, she said, "Oh, Quad's boyfriend." Said, "Quad's boyfriend paid this?" And yeah. Next thing you know, they was down there, and so she came in, and so Toya said, "You know what? We need to talk about the elephant in the room. We were just talking about." She said, "Why you didn't?" We said, "Everybody's here except for one person." She said, "The reason why I didn't invite my ex-husband's wife is because this is my birthday, and what is that's in the past. So I don't think I should invite her." And then Dr. Jackike with the whole kiss butt self. Why why would Quad wanna why would Quad wanna invite Sweet Tea anyway? She don't need to invite Sweet Tea, like she said. That's Greg's ex. I'm looking at Dr. Jackike. You shows the turncoat. Cause last year when Quad came to that girl's party, you had no problem. So that's why I say Dr. Jackike is showing her a skirt. She's a flip flopper too. But anyway, I said that last year. But anyway, after that, she introduced her boyfriend, and she was so happy and stuff like that. She was talking to him, and the show ended. And that's all I have for this video. This is A. Westman. That ain't even tells it like a TI is.